Alright, I'm standing in a square in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, and in the middle of the square there's actually a monument to the Beatles. So here's the story. You know, back in the 60s and the 70s when the sounds of the Beatles was going around the world, it was blocked from coming into this land because communism controlled what people would think here. They didn't let religious thought comes in. No one knew who God was and no one knew who the Beatles were. So the story goes that somebody went to the Eastern Bloc and they actually brought back a record. And young people used to sit around the stairways and they would listen to the sound from the West, the Beatles. You know, there are times in our history where people have controlled what we think, but the reality is this: we all as humanity have to choose what we're going to hear and what we're going to believe. You know, in our Western world, we're all inundated with information from social media, from CNN, what movies portray. You know, it's always been the same. We need to filter what we hear, and we need to decide what's right and what we want to believe. You know, the more we can do that, the more we can redefine ourselves. Because we're no longer going to be tied to what society says we need to be, what culture's holding us to be. What we get to choose who we want to be according to what we want to think. For the young people here, they wanted to hear the sounds of the West and they wanted the freedom. So here's the question for you. You know, there's a lot of information you get every day. What can you filter through? And if you picked out something, what would be the wise thing to hold on to? When you know that, you can actually steer yourself towards what you want to be. So, wish you a great day.